So first I'm actually going to start sewing in like a semicircle, 2 rows of that, and then I'm going to start applying the weave, the tracks the next way so I can make my bangs. So this is basically to go around so it doesn't look like you just have all this random hair coming forward. It kind of looks more natural. So you guys will see exactly what I mean when I start doing it. If you would like to be more accurate, you can go ahead and measure how big your semicircle needs to be. So after you're done completing the semicircles, you want to go ahead and start laying the tracks across. And for the first one, you want to sew it directly onto the beginning track of the semicircle so it covers it and it won't be shown when you're finished. And basically you're just going to continue repeating the same process over. So right now I'm about halfway done. I did leave a little bit of space between the tracks and I also curved them as well. And right now I'm basically going to be adding one more track before my final step. So this is what your closure basically should look like after you're finished sewing on the last track before you make a little closure piece so you don't see these tracks. Basically with the last track, instead of laying it straight across like I did with the other ones, I simply just started at one end and went around. And for some of the pieces when I was going across, I did just curve it a little just so when you have the bangs it won't just be the hair coming down and then there's nothing on the little sides, which would be basically like by your temples. The side would also have the bangs too, so it kind of looks more natural than just having bangs straight down in front of your face and nothing on the side of your head. When I put it on, you guys will be able to see what I'm saying better. There are many videos showing how to do this here on YouTube, but I'm just going to be showing you guys a quick demonstration. So you take your hair glue and you apply it to the wefts of the track and you basically glue it together. And for me, I'm going to be making them more flat, so it'll be more of a rectangle. Sometimes people do it more in a circle form and it's basically being rolled, but I decided not to do it this time for this closure. So for mine, I did eyeball it, and for everyone's sizes may vary. It all depends on how big the space is that you left. And basically this is what it should look like after you're done. So now I'm just going to try and find the center and make kind of even on each side so there's hair going all around it. And then taking your straightener, you want to clamp it down and press really firmly so the glue melts it in place, and also so you can make it very flat so it blends properly and it's not too bumpy. So while the piece was still hot, I moved some of the hairs out of its place and then clamped it down a second time so it would be extra flat. And then you can do this, but you don't necessarily have to do this step where you're sewing through it and basically making sure it's secure. And now that's how it should look like, and I'm gonna go ahead and sew it on to the piece that I left out, and now you won't be able to see where the tracks are. So I'm really proud of how it came out. It was my first time doing it, and basically I have 2 different ways how I can wear, either as front bangs if I cut it, or there's another way I'm possibly gonna be styling it, but I'll do a separate video for that. And so that's basically how it looks. I hope it was very helpful and definitely something you guys can try out. If you have any more questions, leave them down below.